Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is 5:30-ish, Sunday the 4th of June 2023. 24 degrees Celsius. Humidity is at 81%, 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Cloudy skies, a little dampness in the air, blah blah blah. I'm sitting out here at Sam's to get gas because it is $3.09 a gallon. The next closest I've got in the area is $3.15. So I've been sitting here 5 minutes, I guess. Two other cars have filled up ahead of me, and I'm the third in line. So anyhow. Had a decent day yesterday watching the Grand Brats. We went to a park and then came back. They went to the neighbor's house swimming. I did a short video. They came back over and we went in the pool. And unfortunately, I had my earbud in and didn't think about it. Yeah, so it is DOA. I ordered one as an overnighter. I'm on my way to pick that up here shortly. So, other than that, I mean, a decent night last night. Got up this morning. The critters, of course, all want attention and food and water and blah, 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 blah before I've even had my coffee. It is what it is, right? That's why I don't have critters. But not too bad. I just realized that I left my knee brace over at my daughter's house yesterday. So luckily I've got another one at the house. It's not as good, but I've been doing a lot better. My knee hasn't been bothering me, so we'll try the other style brace, and hopefully, it'll work at least in the meantime. Excuse me. I've actually got three versions of a brace. One is just an elastic sock that slides up over your leg, and it rolls down and rolls up and everything else that you don't want it to do. Then I've got one that's just a one-piece neoprene, like a wetsuit material, and it's got a spring that runs up either side. Not super stable, but it works to some degree. And then the one that I left at the daughter's house it's adjustable, so like the brace itself has Velcro on it, so you can adjust the brace to your leg, and then it has Velcro tighteners on the top and the bottom. So once I put that on, it doesn't matter how much I walk, it doesn't go anywhere. And it's got fairly stout metal springs on either side to help protect your leg and keep it from moving. That figures. These don't want to work. All right. So anyway, I'll head home. I got like I said, I need to pick up the earpiece that I ordered, and I'll pick up my other brace, and there's a few things in the house that I wanted to grab, a few snacks and stuff like that. So I could stop at Dollar Tree on the way home, but I may as well just shop my house. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I may end up actually stopping at Dollar Tree. There's a couple of other things that I wanted that I don't have at the house. So we'll think. Yeah, I'll think about that as I'm going. But this guy must have a big tank. Just steady going. One of the bigger SUVs. I can understand that. I was driving my daughter's Suburban last night, and that thing holds like 50 gallons. So it holds. It's like my van. It takes a lot. It just keeps going ching 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 ching. Of course, I didn't fill it up. I didn't put gas in it. She had 3/4 of the tank when I got it. But just driving it, this thing's a behemoth. It's like trying to park and stuff like that. So anyway, we ended up going out to dinner because the job that they went to do took them longer than they expected. And like at 6 o'clock, I was like, hey, what are we doing for dinner? I'm hungry, the brats are hungry. And she said, oh, we'll be there in a little bit. An hour later, I'm like, what's going on? We're leaving now. Half hour later, okay, we're all packed up and ready to go. Meet us at Dick's Wings. All right, whatever. So that was okay. That cheesesteak did not do it for me. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I've said this before. The worst cheesesteak I've ever had is still fairly good. This was just overcooked. I didn't really know what I wanted. They did when they walked in, because they basically get the same thing all the time, and the waitress pretty much do what they wanted. So when it came to ordering, I was like, quick glance. I was like, oh, they got a cheesesteak. I'll do a cheesesteak. And then their chicken waffle fry thing came back, and I was like, whoa, that looks good. Should have gone with that. But oh well. This guy is still standing there staring at his pump. And I've got one car between us. This is almost as bad as sitting at a traffic light. I'm going to go ahead and shut old Blue off. And of course, that'll mean that he'll get done pumping his gas. Anyhow. Let's see what else is going on. It's unusual, being in a strange house or strange kitchen. I mean, not strange. I'm there every week. But it just takes, the kitchen is set up differently than what I would expect. It's got different snacks and whatever, so I don't know what this guy's got going on. Anyway, I'll be back in a little bit. Alright. We got, let's see here. $52, 16.77 gallons. So, I have not been sitting in line. I got so frustrated. Apparently, the premium pumps were pumping slow. and everybody was using premium, so it was pumping real slow. And I was like, the heck with this, I'm out of here. And I went up here to Dollar Tree, did my shopping, and that was almost as bad because the cashier was having problems keeping up. There was only one person in the store, which has gotten to be par for the course here lately with Dollar Tree. Having one or two people, usually just one person running the whole place. So stand in line there, and then I thought, well, I'm here, I may as well run back and see how it's going. And I was able to swing back and I was second car in line. The car that was in front of me was finishing up, and then I slid into place. There were a few other places that had 4 or 5 cars in line, but I don't worry about which side I pull up on, because Blue is small enough that I can pull the hose across the tail and pump my fuel. So I couldn't do that in the van. There's no way. That one's right behind the driver's door, and there's no way to get over the top of the van. So anyway, Dollar Tree was kind of a waste of time when you get right down to it, because they didn't have the sodas that I wanted. I got a couple of others. They didn't have the crackers that I wanted. They didn't have the craft supplies that I wanted. So like their shelves were empty. Which, oh, that's a sweet looking Mercury or Ford or whichever one that was. So yeah, it wasn't it wasn't what I was expecting. So they didn't have bread either, so I have to go home, gather up the stuff that I was thinking of, and hopefully remember it all, and then maybe stop at Dollar Tree on the way home, the other Dollar Tree, the way back to my son's house, to pick up bread and some other things. Go home and go back and make a Spam sandwich or two, maybe some beans. I don't know. I really need to start to dig down into the freezer and stuff. My daughter-in-law told me there was stuff down there. When it's not your house, you know, it's like, okay, she told me it was there, but you know, figure out where it is in the freezer and how much stuff I have to move. And at least with my freezer, I know what's in there, and I know where it's at, you know? So, although she did make it easy. She said there's about 1.5 pounds of hamburger that needs to be cooked up. So, that should be a pretty big size package. Anyway, I was at Dollar Tree and ran into a friend that I haven't seen in a while, and got some pretty devastating news all around. I mean, he looked terrible when I walked up to him, and like glazed over eyes and not really seeing what was going on around him. I was like, dude, what's going on? I ain't seen you in forever. And like he recognized me and perked up a little bit. It was like, man, life just, it keeps slapping you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I do. I definitely know what you mean. So it turns out his wife has been battling the side effects of a stroke and getting worse, and then recently was diagnosed with lung cancer, and now they think it's possible that it's metastasized. I've never been able to get that word out. Into her liver and kidney and possibly something else. I don't know. I was trying to pay attention, but it's just like, every time he says something, it's a punch. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. And it's just like, man, I totally understand where you're coming from, and he knows that because he was one of the old Miss's best friends. So he wasn't there, but he was there as she was going through what she had to go through. So, man, you got 4 pens out there. So anyway, that hit me kind of hard. So I don't know. And there's nothing I can do. I told him if he needs support, if he just needs somebody to bitch at, excuse the French, but that's the only real term that fits. It's not. He's not going to come cry on my shoulder, but he can come and grouse and groan and scream at the universe, and I'm going to totally understand. So, oh man, which way to go? It's this way, I think. Not the best of news by any means. So, I don't know. So I guess I'll put these 2 pieces of video together. I may end up with a third one, but I don't anticipate that if I'm stopping at another store. So let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down, a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fantabulous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug, and say, hey, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fantabulous day. Sláinte, y'all. Bye-bye.